Turks and the Kurdish forces have been trading artillery and gunshots for the better part of the last few days since this operation began. The U.S. troop withdrawal then caused the Kurds to turn to Damascus, saying that if its allies, America, weren't going to protect it, they had to do something to protect themselves. And there are various reports that Bashar al-Assad has already begun moving his forces to the north. The big winner in all of this, Allison, that is actually Russia, because without firing a shot, America is no longer in its way in Syria.
All right, well, as you know, what the president has said is that he believes American troops have stayed in Syria far too long and at too great a cost. He says that this was a campaign promise that he made, and so he is keeping his campaign promise. And I mean, from you, where you stand on the ground there, what's the cost of keeping that campaign promise?
Potentially extraordinarily devastating. As we have repeatedly heard, the Kurdish forces, who were not only still at the front lines of the still ongoing battle against ISIS, going after their sleeper cells, still going after smaller pockets of terrain that they controlled, and protecting the ISIS prisons and refugee camps that hold the ISIS wives and widows, they had to pull back their forces from some of those areas to take on the Turks. And they effectively said that they were suspending their operations against ISIS. Hence, these great concerns that ISIS, an entity that had not yet been entirely defeated, was going to be able to capitalize on the chaos and on the vacuum and begin to regroup once again. As one U.S. official said, this move effectively gave ISIS a second lease.
General Muslim, the head of the Syrian Kurds, telling this U.S. envoy in part, "We partnered with you in good faith, and this is what we get in return. I need to know if you're going to stand with us. I have been holding myself back for 2 days from going to the press and saying, America, abandon us. Either you stop this bombing our people now or move aside so we can let in the Russians." What